Are we going? We're going right now anyway?
Let's roll it, man.
Okay,
let's
ready, clap
roll.
time.
Okay. All right.
Why is the circumcised thing in front of me? That's
Whose
fine.
dog
I'll leave it there.
is
All right.
being euthanized?
3, 2, 1. Clap
That
time.
was good. That was good.
Yeah, baby.
Good
Oh.
clap. Good clap. The dogs want to clap.
Tell
time, too.
your mama to be quiet. You're doing a podcast.
Crush your dog's skull.
I cannot clap, or it causes my dogs to become irate.
All right, bark sync.
Yeah.
yeah.
Every time I
Yeah,
clap, my
absolutely.
dog looks like it's from Iran.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I
what?
don't know.
I laughed
funny, though.
preemptively before I thought about it.
I think that's what everyone that watches my says about everything.
Yeah, they laugh and then they think about it and like, that actually made no
oh.
sense
Actually,
at
it was
all.
not funny at
There
all.
was nothing to that.
That was not
You're
funny at
kinda
all
wrong
and
for that.
slightly racist. I don't know why I laughed at that.
Is that
I gotta
racist?
unplug
I don't know if that's
computer.
racist. Okay. You gonna plug it back in or you just gonna unplug
Yeah, I
everything?
might.
Take a little break.
Are we live? Are we
Welcome back to
started?
Game Drinking.
We're
We're
good.
gonna
Well, we're
do
not
it.
live, but we're doing it.
Welcome.
I like the blur. You can see your mouth moving.
Welcome.
Yeah, I don't even know why he
It's
has a
weird 'cause you
blur at
can't,
this
like-
point. You can tell he just like looks like great value queso. Like we have queso at home type guy.
Yeah, I do. It's
It's
weird,
like
you can't see my
queso
teeth.
on Roku TV.
I don't think you have teeth, blood.
Oh,
Yeah, McNasty's got no teeth. He's been waiting until he
Yeah.
gets veneers to do.
toothless.
Can you smile,
Do,
McNasty? Can you
do
do
a
a big
face reveal.
smile? Oh, we can't see them.
a
They look
gaping
red.
hole.
Why does it look
It's a
kind of
black
red?
hole.
Yeah, those things would be fucking yellow or something. You
gumming
can't
it
see him at
hard.
all.
I don't know. Weird. Too blurry.
Do you guys have your wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
Yes. I have to
I
get mine
got all
taken
them
out, though.
bitches.
I don't
I have
know.
3 that are impacted.
I've told my horrific story on this podcast before.
Let's hear
Where
it.
they didn't. I've told it before where they didn't put me under, and I thought like that was normal, and it turns out that's not normal. And he couldn't get it out, so he had to saw it in half, which is a pretty normal practice.
like-
Wasn't anything crazy, but I was still awake, so I heard everything, and I could taste a lot of blood going on. I could feel pooling in my mouth. So I opened my eyes because I was just trying to pretend I was somewhere else. And I opened my eyes, and his leg was literally like on the table like this, and
Just
he's
Balls in
that
your
bitch.
face.
Oh my
balls
God.
dangling in your
pulling
face.
on
That is
my
awesome.
fucking tooth, getting it
my
out,
nutsack.
and he got both, and it split in half, and there's this little bloody tooth on my forehead, and it was bad. I didn't like it. Wouldn't recommend. I'm not gonna do it again. Mostly
She
because I
was
have
a
no wisdom
fighter.
teeth left.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if mine are
Wouldn't
in my
recommend.
skull or not. I don't know.
What is that?
You ever had
What
like
does that
tooth
mean?
pain in the back of your mouth?
No, I ain't been to the dentist in probably like 5 years or something.
Mine didn't even start growing in until I was like 25. They grew in super late.
I haven't
Yeah,
been to the
same.
dentist since I was 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
honestly,
been now. Me too.
probably same
27.
here. I don't know.
I'm 27
man.
years old.
Gentlemen,
I'm
gotta
9
go to
years
the
in.
dentist.
I
Did I brush my
beautiful
teeth?
Yeah, you have good teeth.
You got a healthy set of chompers. Oompa.
They look pretty good.
Yeah.
Look at them pearly whites.
I don't want to propagate that as something I think people should do, though. I think you should go to the dentist.
Yeah,
This is not dental
They
advice.
don't need it. Just
Yeah,
put a
I
Zin
think-
pack
I'm
in.
never
You're
been
good to
sick. You don't
go.
need to go to the
Yeah.
doctor.
Hey, man.
Upper decky and call it a day. You don't need any of that.
never went.
I don't floss either. I don't
Really?
floss.
Aw, you're
Oh,
nasty.
dude. Have you guys ever used a water flosser?
Dude, I use both.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
next
they're
level,
not.
dude.
I fucking love it. I like
They're
shooting in
so
the back
good.
of my throat.
I don't
I'll
do
do
that. I
that.
did
Waterboard yourself.
No, I did that on accident, and I almost threw up. I hit the dangly guy.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my front tooth, and I pulled it down, and just went, and it, dude,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
it was
man.
like somebody
in your
just went like
stomach.
this and just started jamming their shit down my throat. It was hell.
That's
I didn't
pretty
like
hot,
that,
dude.
No.
If you put a Lysol, if you put Listerine in it as well, it's amazing
Yeah.
to if you
Whoa.
water pick with Listerine, it's fucking awesome.
I've never even thought of that.
Freshest
I don't even know what
smell
that
from the world.
is.
Very nice.
Sounds like some fucking Dr.
seen
Fauci
that
shit.
shit.
I don't know what Listerine is or water flossing.
Soup. If you
Alcohol.
if you flossed for the first time in like 7 years, you'd probably find like an entire
You probably like a
cheeseburger
whole
hidden behind
shrimp
one of you.
just shit out of your tooth.
Like a
I
whole
don't
ribeye's
have, I
coming
don't
out of
have
there.
food stuck in my teeth, though.
Like
I
a
don't-
family of four comes
like
out.
anytime I get food stuck in my teeth, I just pull it out with my fingernail.
But see, that's what you think. But there's a lot in there. There's
And
you
I also-
can't, you
I
can't
just
get
brushed-
way between them.
I brush till I bleed. I'm one of those guys.
That's
Every
also
day.
You might
bad.
have
I'm
you
a
might
bleeder.
have gum cancer.
You bleed every day.
I bleed just about
I
every
brush about
2
10
times a
seconds and I
day.
just start bleeding everywhere.
Holy shit.
When you wipe your ass.
Oh, I wipe till I bleed too.
Is it the same principle?
yeah, dude.
Nice.
But I use zero ply toilet paper, so it's a little weird. I just start bleeding on my hand.
Zero
Yeah,
ply?
yeah.
Zero
Oh.
ply.
Yeah,
yeah.
You guys know those dissolvable like mint strips, the mouth freshening
Yeah,
strips.
yeah,
that
yeah,
I
last
yeah,
for
fucking
a
hate
while?
those, dude. I fucking
You wipe
hate
your ass
those.
with that type thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
dude, you can just
dissolve.
leave that on. Just
Just
shit,
soaks up.
stick it on and head out. You're all
That's what
done.
makes it smells
Like a
minty
urinal
fresh.
cake.
An asshole cake.
Have you guys ever smelled a good urinal cake?
Oh,
Because I feel
I've
like
eaten 'em.
really, every time I sniff one, it just smells like piss.
I don't know,
Why are
man.
you sniffing them?
Yeah. Are you sniffing the
I
public
thought that's what you're
ones?
supposed to do. Yeah, I
ever
don't have a
felt one?
private one.
I've
You don't
never
have a
felt one. They
You have a
look like
private
something.
cake?
They look like they would just crumble. Like you could just.
They look
squeeze
like
it and
hockey
crumble.
pucks.
Throw it in a
Yes.
frying pan.
Yeah,
Flip it
dude.
over a couple
Make a little
times.
hamburger.
Delicious.
pancake.
Sous vide
with
that
it.
puppy. Throw it on 900 Fahrenheit. Sear it a little bit.
Yeah. French with an induction oven, and then fucking flambe it.
But no,
Anyways.
soup. I have not smelt a good urinal cake. They always
Okay.
smell like piss and dick.
Smells like piss. It smells like piss with a hint of something that
Gooch.
never smells that good. Yeah, a little hint of gooch.
Is there gooch deodorant? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they got ball
normal
deodorant. Manscaped
Normal
has
deodorant.
ball deodorant.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I like it.
Have I told you guys about when I put actual deodorant on my balls?
How'd that
No.
go?
Did you?
Oh, I did. I felt like I was gonna cry. It was like icy hot, but it was just hot all
Oh,
the time.
yo.
It was
Really? Huh.
the worst. It was the worst pain. I like.
I've
was
done that
like,
before.
you know,
It's not fun.
I'm just gonna try. It was at a hockey tournament. And we had 2 games, and I was like, why would I shower when I'm just gonna go play hockey again later? So I just opened it up, put a little like strip on each side, and it was fine at first. And then I sat there, and we were just sitting in the hotel room. I think we were watching Don't Mess with a Zohan or some random ass fucking movie like that. And I was just chilling, and I'm like, it started to heat up a little bit, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go wipe it off. But it was too late. By the time I got to the bathroom, dude, it literally just felt like some guy with a blowtorch just sitting there going to town on my nuts.
that
Just, like,
sounds pretty
arc-
nice though.
Arc welding them to my leg. It was
Do you shave
the
your nuts?
worst pain. I shaved my nuts right to the
Yeah,
brim.
that's
Really?
yeah,
Dang.
to the brim.
Them little
To
micro
the brim,
micro
right to-
cuts.
Dude,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
let
right-
mine
right-
grow
right-
out like a Bin Laden beard. Crazy down there.
Got mud
Sometimes I like to
chops.
braid my pubes and then shave them off, like a Viking funeral or something.
That's pretty cool.
burn them on fire, Viking
Yeah.
funeral.
To Valhalla with my pubes.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
do you shave?
I feel like dude is clean.
My balls, yes.
Really? Oh.
My dick, no. Just my balls.
Why would you need to shave your
Yeah.
dick? You got a
Hey,
hairy
shave your
rod.
dick too?
The hairy shat. Dude,
all the way
hey,
to the
man.
tip?
Blarg, dude,
What?
that is a thing. That is a true phenomenon. It like a lot of dudes ask people in real life from now on. Every time you meet somebody, be like, "Is your shaft hairy?" And you will get
What?
you will get a surprising
I will
amount
get
of
punched
people
in the
that
face.
say up a
I'm
third.
about.
A third
Dude,
of the dick is hairy.
Is that like a third of a dick? That's a
Third
lot
of
of
the
dick.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
asking
damn,
random
bro.
people that.
Well, a third
depends
of
on
my
the
dick
dick.
is not very much.
Dude, it's gonna look like that like electric post at the end of your lawn. They
Yeah.
don't really get the weed whacker
Yep,
around. Like,
exactly.
It's gonna look like that.
Exactly. Yep.
That's insane. I can't believe I'm looking up hairy dicks right now.
I can't.
Hairy dick shaft.
like an
Is it
accountant.
like a syndrome or is it just like a thing?
Harry
I think it's normal. I think it's normal. I have 2 friends, very close friends, who when I made fun of, like, I was like, imagine if my dick was or your dick was hairy, that would suck. And they were like, yours isn't.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, dude, it can't
God.
be that. It's not that weird. I feel
No,
like.
this guy's is like at least 2/3 of his hog. Well, okay, I was gonna say editor might be able to see cocks through my fucking picture, but my head's covering it. Oh!
I mean, think about
I found strong
monkeys,
images I'm
dude.
not looking
Monkeys
at
got
anymore.
big old hairy ding dongs.
They don't have big ones. Monkeys actually have
Some
like
of 'em
weirdly
can.
proportionately small
Little
dicks.
small, little thin, like little
Yeah.
Twizzlers.
You ever seen
Yeah.
a big one though?
No, I haven't. I'm
You
not
gotta
super
search.
familiar with monkeys game like that.
Go ahead and look
You
it
gotta,
up.
you gotta search.
I've already,
harder.
dude. I've already done it. I don't need to look at more hairy little dicks today. I just looked at a bunch, and then that guy had like an inflamed one. It was,
What do you
like,
guys think
hairy and
about
inflamed.
women with armpit hair?
Do your thing, I guess. I mean, not for me, but hey, I'm not gonna judge. I got hairy armpits.
What is women with armpit hair? Do you like women with armpit hair, Soup?
I prefer it.
Soup, I think you're just into chimps. Like, I think you just really want a chimp girlfriend.
You're not a real woman unless you got that fucking megalodon bush and armpit hair and leg hair.
And you pick shit out of your butt and throw it around.
Megalodon bush.
Megalodons
have hair.
I was gonna say, of all the animals, you pick a hairless animal.
I didn't even know a megalodon was an animal. I thought it was a term.
It's a shark. It's like an ancient shark.
Nah, I know what it is. I'm just being for fun.
Okay, that's valid.
What?
Are you just from the bottle?
Huh?
Is that blackened?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
I have a
That-
bottle
what
of
is
that, but I
that?
never opened it. It's Metallica's whiskey. Is it good?
Is it good?
It's pretty
Give us
strong.
another test sip for us.
It's pretty strong. I think they have different blends or whatever. I think they do like the real artsy thing where they put it in the barrels and then they play Metallica's music while it's aging in the barrels. I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
Like to get a plant to grow better or something?
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
you-
like
yeah,
you know
I've
how
heard of
some like whiskey companies get real artsy with their whiskey.
Sommeliers.
What is that?
I mean,
Somali pirates?
sommelier.
Sommeliers
It's
like a
like
wine
yeah,
guy.
it's a wine expert, like where they like that you can hand it to them and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know,
Dirt.
3 cockroaches peed in this
Yeah,
wine.
exactly. Dirt.
Like they know
notes
what's
of
going
dirt.
on.
You know,
Yeah,
there
they
was
know-
there was a job in medieval times. I can't remember the title for it, but it was a job in medieval times where they would have these guys go around to different taverns and taste the beer that they were brewing and the food and stuff. And I'm like, that is not a
Genius.
fucking
Sounds
job.
like
Sounds
just
like a
like a
Guy
food
Fieri's
critic.
job.
Health inspector.
Yeah, health
Yeah, it wasn't.
inspector, food critic.
I need to figure out the name because it had a pretty goofy name. I feel like it was called
I feel like what's the point of a health inspector back then though? Because like everybody was always diarrheaing anyway.
Yeah.
Like what is
Yeah, they
what
didn't
is health
discover
inspector?
germs until.
Well, that's
like,
what I mean.
1800s.
I was like,
Yeah.
dude, that's not a real job. They're just going around getting free shit. Like, who was checking credentials back then?
Yeah.
Back
Who's
in medieval
paying?
times, it's like, oh, I'm here to taste the beer and food to make sure
That's
it's
like
healthy.
my,
like,
exactly.
here's my
Come on
card.
in.
Do you guys have any members of your family that go to Costco to eat?
No,
Not really, no.
that's sick though.
Dude,
I've had a hot dog from there, but that's it. I didn't know there was actually
There's,
like
like,
food to eat.
Dude, Costco's
Samples?
pizza's
Like the
actually
little
really good.
samples. There's like little tiny
Oh yeah,
samples you
yeah,
can pick
yeah,
up.
yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I got an uncle named Jack, who is currently recovering from a stroke, and he
Jack lore.
Dude, Jack's fucking awesome. Jack is a legend. He's the funniest person in the whole family, and he just ate for years just going to Costco, just eating
Really?
samples.
Just
Yeah.
actually just eats Costco samples.
Is that
and
what
goes,
caused
Bro,
the
it's a-
stroke, or was that unrelated?
There might be a link. I don't know, but dude is an absolute legend though, for sure.
Dude, that's kind of big brain. Because what is it like? $150 a year for a Costco membership or something? That's your
Exactly.
food for a year covered.
Don't people really
$150.
rave over their hot dogs, right? That's what I've heard a lot
Yeah,
about.
$1.50.
I've only
I mean,
been to like a
they're like-
Sam's Club. I've never been to a
They're like
Costco.
$1.50.
Same.
Yeah.
$1.50 and a soda.
The old
refills.
CEO told like the more as Costco became more corporate, the old owner or CEO was like, "I will kill you personally if you raise the cost of this hot dog. Like I will murder you."
That just sounds like a good CEO to me.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta threaten. You gotta threaten
Amen.
your workers.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
I mean, like,
it's the same thing with
ahead, man.
rotisserie chickens, too. They're only $5.
Yeah.
really? A
Everywhere
whole
el-
chicken?
Yeah, a whole rotisserie
Damn,
chicken
that's
for $5.
actually,
love
that's actually
Costco.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I was
Free
gonna say, like a
protein
hot
at
dog at
Costco.
a dollar like 50 or whatever it is. They still have to be profiting. Like, what does
They're
a hot
not.
dog cost to make? Like
They're-
9
they-
cents?
They've came out and said that they
Bro,
do
it-
not profit. Well, you get a
It's like-
it's a soda. You get a
for
soda
the
too.
people.
But that's kind of bullshit though, because anyone going into Costco is gonna end up buying other shit.
yeah,
So
and,
they're-
and everybody has
except
to
for
pay
Jack.
$50
Jack
a month
doesn't.
to be able to go too. So
And because of it, we're literally talking about it on this podcast.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with Costco.
they're getting free promotion now. All the
It
fucking
worked.
kids that listen to us are like free hot dog.
Burn down your local Costco.
$1.50 glizzy, $1.50.
Goons meet
That's
up at
definitely
Costco hot dog
food.
section. A hot dog?
$1.50 hot dog. Hot dog.
I mean,
hot dogs.
I fucking love hot dogs, dude.
And
I
a
love
whole
hot
coconut.
dogs. Sausage
whole coconut.
dogs.
Pretty tart
Soup
food.
did not beat the allegations.
With what?
You like the hot
What
dog.
allegations? The what?
I don't think he was attempting to.
What allegations
lost
am I
there,
trying
what
to beat? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
The big old silly goose allegations. There's gonna be enough censors already. There's gonna be enough censors over that.
Oh, that's fine. I like hot dogs. They can censor me.
Yeah,
That's
I do
fine.
like hot dogs
No,
too.
not the hot dog part. I meant the. Okay.
I'm not afraid to say it. Shit.
Editor,
I like how
censor,
fucking-
censor the word hot dog. Leave that other one alone, though. Leave.
That would be
Censor hot
so
dog.
fucking funny.
Hot.
Some It's Morse code, and then in
Podcast is going
between
to sound
there
like a
just
fucking
slurs.
checkout line.
Speaking of checkout lines, you guys ever steal stuff?
Throws a Fed. Oompa's a Fed.
brought a
Dude,
narc
I
in this
fucking knew I
podcast.
recognize that damn mustache. Dude. You're a fucking cop, dude.
Nobody
Where's
grows
his
it.
stab
There's
vest?
PI.
3 people that grow a mustache like this, and one of
Yeah,
them.
no one's selling Oompa weed, dude. That's not happening.
Hey guys,
Hey guys, I got $50 for a gram. Anybody got one? Everyone just fucking running away.
Pills at? Anybody got pills?
I'm looking for some
pillhead
party
myself.
favors.
hey guys, I'm pretty cool.
I'm hip with the crowd.
I'm only
Is that,
24.
is that saying you steal? Do you steal from the checkout lines?
Not on purpose.
Okay.
Oh, you
I
mean like
feel
the
like-
self-checkout?
Dude,
So now you're
that's
trying
what I
to
mean,
relate
yeah.
to us. The Fed's trying to relate to us. Not on
It
purpose.
happens
I would
to
never steal
everyone.
on purpose.
I feel like if they didn't want you to steal, they'd hire somebody for that job.
I think
They
that
actually,
Walmart just changed that.
Did they?
Because they've
What,
just
do they hire a guy?
they've just been losing so much money on self-checkout. I think that only 2 people are
is
allowed,
that?
and then there's
Walmart's
insane.
there's one person that sits there and watches you, which is like, just put another fucking regular cashier there. Like, why you're
Yeah, just
paying
put a normal
somebody to sit
cashier.
there and watch people self-checkout? Just make that
weird.
person a cashier. Stupid.
Yeah, I have a grocery store by me, and there's a guy whose job is to do that, like to basically make sure everyone's doing the self checkout thing, and he sits there, just there
TikToks all day.
all
Doesn't give
day,
a fuck.
does not
Yeah.
look up once. I
was
could
in-
literally, I could
yeah.
just push a cart right by him that I just walk right by the self checkout, and he'd go, "Have a good day." Wouldn't even look up for this.
Yeah, anytime I've done self checkout, like I was in Lowe's the other day and I was just buying some batteries, and they had like some decrepit old fucking skeleton woman at the self checkout, and it's like, dude, I could uppercut this bitch and be in Idaho before they would even know what was going
over
on.
like
For a
$3
couple of
of
2x4s.
things. Just
They're like, what's she
Try to
gonna
stop
do?
you, you push her for
Sonny,
no
you
reason.
stealing anything? Just I'm just out of there, dude.
one pack of screws.
Let me
just
check that
beat the shit
receipt.
out of the
One paintbrush.
Check this, bitch.
You stupid old bitch.
My receipt? Why don't you look at my ding dong?
And you pull it out.
It's like a Duke Nukem line.
My receipt. Check out this cock.
Oh fuck! But I've actually done the opposite on the.
The old woman pulled her ding dong out on
Yeah, I
the
pulled
shit
her
out of
You're
her.
stealing, huh?
Yeah,
Got the
I
dick
pulled her
punishment.
pants down. Let me see what you're working with. No, I double scanned a steak, and I was really fucking sad about it. I was looking at my own receipt. I was like, I don't know, I'm always paranoid that I'm gonna fuck something up because with big stores, like, you know, if you steal enough, they will actually keep tabs on who's
yeah.
stealing, and once you
Yeah.
get over X amount where it actually becomes like felony theft, they will then pursue it and like have the police and stuff like that and save all the footage. So I'm always like paranoid. I'm like, bro, what if I steal like
Like
a $3
15
can of
years from
soda
now, you
that I don't
finally
notice?
accrued up to
like,
$900.
I just walk out with one soda, not paying attention. They just start breaking my fucking kneecaps.
It's like a social credit
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, it's-
Walmart has their
it really
own
is.
private social credit.
credit.
See, what I do is I don't directly steal. I will take things that are grossly overpriced, like broccolini,
Okay.
for example, and
Yeah.
I will check it out as broccoli.
Okay.
Which is 1/10 of the price, and you
Yeah.
say, oh, I didn't know. I thought it
I
was
don't
the
know.
same thing.
the
So
name
you
is
plead
almost the exact same.
you plead ignorance is what you go
Exactly.
for.
I put it or check out Dr. Pepper. Well, it's only things you can write in, I guess, right? Like it's
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But don't do that. Don't steal. It's wrong.
You could steal a little.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just a little bit. Whatever the
Steal-
felony amount is
Yeah.
for your state.
Still like a
right up
water
until
bottle.
that.
Yeah.
I feel
Just
like it's
get up
usually
to
like
the felony,
Stop
like
at
right
like
below.
999, maybe even
Yeah.
99
Exactly.
cents if you feel like pushing it, and just
Yeah.
wave at them on your way out. They're not gonna get
And then
you.
just start going to
They're not gonna
Target
get you.
instead.
Yeah, exactly. Just mix it up.
Yeah, change your stores.
Real.
Yeah, they don't share their social credit.
I imagine they want separate social credit systems.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Most definitely. Yeah, I've never stolen on purpose. I did steal a bottle of like body spray or whatever, cologne or whatever from Abercrombie whenever I was a kid, and I felt really bad. And I went back in the store and told them, and they were like, "Oh, you're fine. Like we weren't gonna like fuck you up or nothing."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that's good to know, but I still feel bad."
yeah, that's all this is just a big bit. I don't steal anything.
I got
Once again, playing
traumatized.
the Fed part here.
I got traumatized of stealing as a child. I
feel
went to.
bad.
Do you guys remember like Scholastic? Like they had like book fairs and they'd come
Oh,
to
yeah.
school.
Oh yeah.
There was an
Yeah.
actual store in the city I lived in, and my mom took me there. And there was like I was obsessed with dinosaurs because like what kid isn't obsessed with dinosaurs? And they had these like a bunch of little ones, and they were super detailed, but they were small, so it was cool. I could like actually play with them. I was like, these are go fucking hard. And I asked my mom to buy me some, and she said no. So I just grabbed a bunch of them, like way more than I should. I got greedy. I just shoved them in my pockets, and to a point where like it was blatantly obvious. So my mom told the cashier that I was stealing.
That is so funny.
And the cashier. So when I was walking out, cashier, whatever, have a good day. And then she looks and like tried to make it obvious she was looking at me and went like this and just picked up whatever the phone with the big old cord back in the day and like pretended to dial, didn't dial anything. Then we're getting in the car. My mom's just like, "Oh, that's weird. I hear police sirens. Somebody must have stolen something." She's like, "Oh, that's tough. They're gonna go to jail. It's gonna be a whole problem." And I was sitting there in the back seat,
Just shitting yourself.
fucking freaking out. She's like, "Yeah,
awesome.
no, those sirens are getting closer. They're almost at whoever they're getting." And I was crying at that point. I was like, "Mom, I took dinosaurs." And my mom's like, "Yeah, I know. Let's go put them back inside." So she made me like empty my pockets in front of the cashier and
Tases
fucking
you
put
in front of the
everything there.
cashier.
It was
Yeah,
so
uppercuts the fuck out of you.
Pulls out her ding dong in front of
pulls
you.
out her dick. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. Yeah, since then,
Aw,
no theft ever.
look at that little dog.
What that
What's that little
dog
bro
saying?
What the
This
dog
little
doing?
bro.
Butter
Bro wants to
dog.
talk on the podcast.
Butter dog.
I got some
You have
shit
two
to
of them,
say.
don't you?
Dog with the butt. Yeah, I got 2 dogs. Look at this one. She's fat.
The shape
It's
is
a huge
crazy.
bitch.
A fine specimen.
She's shaped
She
like
looks like
Wendy
a Men in
Williams.
Black alien.
Yeah, exactly. Those little cockroach
Oh
things.
yeah.
little Tasmanian devil ass
This
dog.
is the other one.
No way.
Oh,
Those are the ones you brought to my house, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, pugs are just so goofy looking. I fucking love them.
It looked like you just like set your dog down in like tanning solution and then pick it back up.
air fried him for a little bit.
dipped them in some barbecue sauce and just pulled them back up.
Yeah. They're both so good though. I love them. I didn't really think I liked small dogs or pugs, but those 2 dogs have really changed my mind. I love small dogs. They're amazing.
It depends. If they are trained well, like a lot of people just inherently blame small
Yeah.
dogs for being yappy, but a lot of the time it's because their
Yeah.
owner is so dismissive
Exactly.
of bad behavior.
Like Walter Jeffrey.
Exactly.
You guys know who that is?
No.
No.
Oh my
Like,
god.
What did you wait?
Walter Jeffrey. How do I spell this last name? I think it's like
Probably
Geoffrey.
like Jeffrey. Oh,
a Frenchie.
Oh, one of those guys.
It's a Frenchie. And dude. Oh my god. Go to this Instagram page. I'm gonna put it in Cansa for y'all.
He's an Instagram guy.
He's a famous Instagram dog, and I think I've talked about this before. I don't know if I talked. Maybe
seen
I
this
talked
guy.
about this on General Sam's podcast. But you know, he's like one of those dogs that's so loud. He's like, "Hi-ya!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Seen this little
Doesn't
guy.
ever bark, just like yodels.
Yeah."
Yeah, dude,
Dude.
I love French bulldogs.
I love the comments on those videos because normally any comments on a dog video or post is like, "Oh, this thing's so sweet. I love it. I want to cherish it and
Dude.
give it a home." The comments are like, "Kill it. Kill this thing. Put it down. I want to see this dog die." Like,
It's begging to die.
like, you are
Crying
an
for help.
inconsiderate owner. Kill this dog now. Like,
There's,
Dude, I just clicked on a random Instagram video, unmuted it. It's just a dog ripping a fat beefer on the sidewalk. Oh my god, that guy shitted. That's insane.
Have you seen that video of
That's
that
a cool
big
guy.
fat bulldog that is trying to get up on the couch and like halfway through just rips a huge fart?
I'd like to see that.
he's just like me.
Dude, Walter
I might
hates
be able to find it. Let me
Mondays.
see.
Seems like Walter hates Mondays.
He probably does. Walter Jeffrey.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
check him out, people listening. You're going to get a kick out of that one.
Literally right here. Here, watch this video. This shit is, dude. The dog farts so fucking loud. It literally sounds like a human fart.
My Frankie does that. She sneezes. She goes. "Ats." And she fucking rips a damn human fart.
Oh,
Dude, if my dog farted like that,
dude.
You're like,
Dude.
that guy,
Hot box the whole house.
he like paused to let it out.
yeah.
He's like trying to get him out.
need a
Like,
little-
wait a second, I got something.
I got a speed boost. Hold on.
Yeah, I was trying to propel himself.
They should wear a diaper when they do that because some poop flies out for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have a little bit of.
That's why you get a rug so they can slide their ass on it and wipe it on the
They
rug.
get a good white shag rug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do your pugs ever do that? Your pugs ever just scrape their ass?
They're not shaped right. I don't think they can.
Yeah. They need to have
Yeah,
enough like reach in their front.
Yeah,
They can't.
exactly. They're just they lick each other just from end to end. They don't need to do anything else. They love licking each other.
That's hot.
Yeah, like their whole bodies for hours.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
really
that's
hot.
crazy.
That's why I couldn't have two pugs, dude. I'd just be jerking off over them.
Licking their bodies for hours.
Filming them licking themselves, just beating it all the time.
You're not even beating till while they're doing it. You're just beating off to the video.
It's so annoying too. They just fucking lick
Oh.
for hours.
You're like a little dog bath cuck. Little weirdo.
Drinking Metallica.
God, I wish I was a fucking pug right now, dude. I'd be licking my shit.
You guys are so lucky. Holy shit.
I would actually probably choose to be a pug if I could pick a dog. Because I
Why?
feel like
Really?
it's. I
You
feel
would
like
die
it's
early.
like. That's fine.
That's
I
a
feel like it's
benefit.
like cute and endearing to just be a little fucking weirdo when you're
Just
a
like a
pug. But
dummy.
like
Goblin.
a golden retriever, if you like shit all over yourself and then roll around in a bush, everyone's like, this dog is fucking stupid. I wanted like
Yeah.
a majestic golden retriever. But a pug, it's
Yeah.
like
you
yeah, look at
expect
that
a
little-
pug to be
look at that
stupid.
little idiot. Yeah, you're like, look at that little dumbass, little sausage
Yeah,
roll of
'cause-
shit on his ass.
Because like one important point I think there is that like you can't convey happiness when you're a dog really, aside from just you can't say like I'm
Wiggle
so
around.
grateful for how noble I'm treated and how much
shit and
respect
roll
I
around in
get.
it.
So you just be a fat idiot, and then people will just love you. You do the bare minimum, and then you get more love.
They really got it
Seems like-
fucking easy being a dog, man.
Yeah, they do, especially these ugly fuckers.
You know what
Yeah, I
commercials I'm fucking tired of seeing?
What's
Is
that?
the farmer's dog commercials. Do y'all get those?
What was that?
I don't think
It's
so.
like no living being deserves to eat processed food for every meal, and it's like a sad dog eating like kibble. You guys don't see
I
those?
don't
I
know,
see
man.
them every
My
day.
old
don't really
dog
watch
deserved
TV.
to eat like nails and screws. My old dog was an asshole. My
know,
parents
it's-
got it when it was like 8 months old off like the fucking bargain rack, and it was like a 40-pound Shih Tzu. This thing smelt, and it was gross, and it bit people, and it had a toenail that grew out of its rib cage, and it was just nasty.
remember you
It was just
talking
a
about
weird
that.
dog. Yeah, I've talked about that. Where like I told my mom and she didn't believe me. I like he was laying on the ground in front of the stairs, and I went to go step over him. I was like, I don't want to step over, so I pulled him while he was sleeping, and I just heard something like scraping along the hardwood, and I was like,
God.
oh, what is that? Turned him over. I thought he had like crusted shit stuck to him, but I turned him over, and there's just like this little grimy nail just sticking out of his ribs. My mom took him to the vet. They're like, oh yeah, it's normal. You know, Shih Tzus, there's a lot of inbreeding, so they get some weird stuff. And it just is just.
So did you have to like keep it trimmed?
That explains
they
why I
would-
have a fucking toenail.
They
growing
would
out
they
of my
would pull
ribcage.
it off. They would just literally you'd go to the vet, they'd yoink it off, and then in whatever 6 to 8 months it would start to grow back.
weird.
Just a little
What the fuck,
dingy
dude?
thing. Dude, Shih Tzus are.
Yeah, they're gross.
There are some nice ones and there are some very cute ones. My personal Shih Tzu experience, that was hell dog. It was the worst thing ever. Somebody would walk by a window at 8:30 a.m. It would bark till noon. It just wouldn't
Oh
stop.
yeah.
No,
Dogs
no,
like
no.
that.
What was the Shih Tzu movie? Wasn't there like a movie about
There's
it?
a movie about it. Ted?
Did you just fart after you said that?
That was my dog breathing.
Something like a dollar store fart machine.
That was my little stupid dog trying its best to
Ted
breathe.
shits pants.
She wanted to go on my lap really bad.
Oh,
Trying to
yeah,
find this
I don't know
movie.
if there's a Shih Tzu movie. I don't know if
Yeah, that
anybody
would be
maybe
a
ever
not.
very boring movie.
But yeah, it just kind of sits there and barks and eats a bunch of meat from a can. Goes to bed.
I swear, maybe I'm thinking about a different breed of dog. It was like a chow.
Are you thinking of the?
Really intricate stuff.
You're thinking of Cujo.
Cujo. What
Yeah.
fucking dog is that?
That's-
It's
Saint
not a
Bernard.
Shih Tzu.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Saint
dog
Bernard.
breeds.
Shih Tzus are like the little gross things with the underbite.
That movie used to scare me.
Like Shih Tzus look like they need braces.
Yeah, Shih Tzus literally look like they kind of look like a pug and like a poodle mixed together.
No, okay. I had a neighbor who had a Shih Tzu, and they named it Cujo. And this little bit, that's why I'm getting it confused. That little bitch was a mean fucker, dude. I hated that.
Oh yeah,
thing.
they're
Perfect name
always
for it,
mean.
then.
Makes
But
sense.
it's weird. Some of them are cute, like with their little underbite, and they just kind of stare at you, and you're like, "Oh, look at that." And other ones are just evil goblins. They just want to rip your head off. For no
I
good
feel like that's how
reason.
a lot of small dogs are. They can either just be like the sweetest things ever, or just fucking assholes.
I think one of the main things is like, obviously, there's a ton of inbreeding, and then because of that, like they're not taken care of when they're puppies either. Like when we got our old dog, he was living with like, dude, it was like 20 other dogs, and there was just fucking shit and piss all over the floor. Like the lady that bred them just farmed them
not
for
give a
cash. She
fuck,
did not.
yeah.
Yeah, she did not give a single shit about it. Like none of them even had names. They were just.
I feel like all I think about is
Shih
just
Tzu
like,
number
a
20.
chihuahua, just like a straight up ugly ass bug-eyed chihuahua.
Chihuahuas, bro. Chihuahuas can be kind of fire. I kind of love Chihuahuas.
It just-
I used
depends.
to get stray dogs all the time.
You did?
What do you mean you used to
Yeah.
get them?
Yeah. What do you?
They would just follow me home. I used to
Dude,
ride
same.
my 4-wheeler down like these
yeah.
power lines out in the middle of South Carolina,
Oh,
and there would
man.
just be dogs hanging out around there, and I'd just be like, "What's up, dude?"
This
and then
one.
they would just follow me back
Run up by
home.
the scruff and drag it.
You are mine. Just grab it like a.
I will have this one.
There's clearly somebody
of the-
walking with the dog. You're just like, yeah, this is mine now.
There's clearly a collar and a number attached to it, and I just fucking clip it off with bolt cutters.
There's a lot of dogs that don't have homes that are just running around.
Some of
Yeah.
the stray dogs that I would get as a kid were like the best dogs ever. I
Yeah.
fucking love those motherfuckers.
My,
Crazy ass dogs. I love
My
them.
mom has a black. It looks like a Shih Tzu, and his name is
Excuse me?
Jimothy. And it's
No
like
way,
it's a
that's a
little
fire
tiny
name.
black Shih Tzu, and his name is Jim. His real name is Jimmy, but I call him Jimothy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
And, he was just running around with no collar on, and he's like one of my favorite dogs. He's so fucking nice. Such a good little
I feel
boy.
like maybe they just like have more appreciation because you give them a good life and food and shit.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you give them a slice of ham, they're like, holy fuck.
Oh, this is
You're my,
this is
you're my
handy.
god.
Where'd you find
Yep.
this?
This isn't 2-week-old pigeon? God damn, this is amazing.
I'm sticking around with Ham Man.
Oh, don't knock 2-week-old pigeon.
This guy's got lunch meat.
Yeah. He's got cold cuts. I'm sticking around this joint, man.
McNasty.
Yeah.
This is more for you because I know you like fucking dumbass TV shows. Did you watch the TED Show? Because a line you said
No, but I
reminded
want
me
to.
of the TED Show. The
Isn't it
one
on like
line
it's
of
HBO
like,
Max, isn't it?
yeah, I think so. The
I
one
don't have
line of like,
HBO Max.
what do you mean you got him? Reminds me of the fucking the first episode. It caught me off guard. It was decently funny, but there was nothing like.
I think I've seen that clip before.
Yeah, there's nothing super
like, well,
crazy.
they got
There's
him.
just like, yeah, there's just like he's just like, oh, there's only white kids at your school. It's like, yeah, no, there was one Indian kid, but they got him. It's just like, what do you mean they got him? And then it just moves on. There's no explanation at all. Just you saying that reminded me of it. So I was curious if you watched it.
I heard that show is really good. I need to watch it.
I watched the
about
first 2 episodes. It's honestly just like, have you seen Million Ways to Die in the West? Any of you?
it. Yeah.
I have, yeah.
It's it's like that where it's just like Family Guy but live action. So there's weird like cutaways that make no sense and all sorts of goblin activity. So it's pretty. You'll like it.
Did you ever watch?
seeing as you're
Did you watch the
goofy ad
Orville?
boy.
The Orville, you
did
gotta
not.
watch that. If you like the whole Family Guy, like Seth MacFarlane type humor, Orville is fucking hilarious.
Is that the one where the dude smokes a cigarette and he's like, I feel like I've taken a seat for the first time in my life.
Yes. So in the show, they have this thing called a synthesizer, and it's basically just like a microwave, and you can say like, "Give me this," and it'll just create it out of nothing. And then like the weird dudes in the show like ask for a cigarette, and they get all like addicted to it. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
that show's
Keep
just fucking
asking for.
hilarious.
You could ask for anything, and you ask for a cigarette. A single cigarette.
There's a reason why. I think they find like a time capsule. There's like a cigarette in there, and then they smoke it, and then they start asking. I don't know. You have to watch the show, but yeah, it's
You
very
could
much.
like ask the machine to make you a gold bar, and instead
Yeah.
you're like cigarette.
Give me a cigarette.
Yeah.
Very
I
funny
love
show.
cigarettes. You guys like cigarettes?
When I was younger, I was
Hell
smoking.
no.
I had a small stint.
Little cigarette stint?
Yeah, I had
You
a.
like nicotine?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has his Zyn pack in.
I actually just took it out. Yeah, no, I smoked cigs for a little while. I learned my lesson.
Yeah,
My dad
so-
taught me.
Your dad caught you whoop up on you?
Yeah. He threatened to whoop my ass if I smoked another one, and I knew that he meant it. So I stopped. Nah,
That's
he
good.
he was like half joking, but
course.
he was also very stern
Like,
in
you're
his
fucking
words.
Concerned with your health.
Yeah, he saw me driving down
fair.
the road, fucking smoking a cigarette, and
How old are you?
7.
Driving down the road, 7 years
Is
old.
that right?
He
I
wasn't
was
mad
still in
about
my
me driving his
diapers.
Drinking a
truck.
beer, smoking a
I
cigarette.
stole his truck. I was
Order.
hammered. He was only mad about the cigarette.
7 per quarter.
Got into his
I don't remember how old I was. I think I
Couple
was.
road beers.
I was probably 18. I think I was old enough to buy them at the time. I know you have to be 21
really?
now to get
Yeah.
nicotine, which is hilarious that you can go fight for your country, but you can't smoke a cigarette.
Amen.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Yeah, not,
I,
Put it on a lower
Put his
deck.
axle in.
I am of age now, so yeah.
yeah, I've had one in my life, and I was like, this is just clearly not for me.
They suck. Yeah, they're pretty bad.
I just did not enjoy.
Well, the first
any
time
of
I
it.
ever smoked a cig, I was high as fuck on weed, and I was like, this is like weed the DLC.
Yeah,
So,
it's like the
that-
expansion pack.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it, but they're not that
Horse
great.
armor.
Yeah, they're not
I
great.
feel like I only ever smoked them because I like thought it was cool. You know, I did it in high school. I had a friend that smoked them, and he lived with his grandma. She didn't give a fuck that he smoked, so I was hanging around him. You know, wanting to smoke, and never really like super enjoyed him. But
Were you jealous that he lived with his grandma who just didn't give a fuck?
no, because my
That
mom
is
also
baller.
didn't give a fuck.
I was gonna say, like, I remember growing up, and I had friends whose parents were like that, where they genuinely did not care what their child did.
Yeah,
and
man.
I thought those parents were the coolest fucking parents ever. And then, like, once I was an adult, it's like, dude, they actually fucking sucked. Like, most of
Yeah.
those kids are all on, like, crackheads. Like, they're fucking stealing ham from Walmart to pay for drugs. Like,
To
it's
feed
just
stray dogs.
insane.
Exactly.
It's just insane. Like, I used to be so jealous of those. I'm so glad like at the time I was so annoyed that my parents were like, you know, strict. Obviously, having an Arab dad, it was like, you know, home at 9:30
That
p.m.
bomb
when I was
vest
a
was
little
on
kid.
very
Yes,
tight. You weren't home
exactly.
at
I couldn't
9:30
go
if you
far.
blow up.
Yeah, kept my mom on a ball and chain, wouldn't let her out of the house. Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Arab curse is crazy.
Yeah, it shit sucked at the time. Like, 'cause I was jealous that everyone was hanging out at like 11:30 p.m. on a school night, and I was like, "Fuck, that's sick as hell." And then, yeah, now they all do crack. So I'm glad I'm glad I
shit
had
on,
parents
dude.
like that.
Yeah, my dad, my curfew was always 12 a.m. He was like, nothing good happens after midnight, so you have to be home at 12. And I was
That's
like,
about how mine
That's
were.
reasonable.
Like on school
you
nights
know,
or like weekends?
yeah, like, well, just about any
just,
time.
just in general. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
And I, looking back, I was kind of like, man, what the fuck, man? You're fucking stupid, man. God
12
damn it.
a.m.
12, that ain't shit,
I know
man.
that
I'll stay
most
up till
kids have to
4
go to
a.m.
bed at,
drinking
like,
Mountain
9.
Dew, man. That ain't nothing.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't have a bedtime. I just sit there and go play Xbox till 2 a.m. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I never really had a
Yeah.
bedtime necessarily.
Yeah.
But I always went to bed early, just on my own.
Yeah, going to school super tired.
Whatever.
Fucking sucked. I used to do that shit
I
all
was
the time.
homeschooled.
I did it for like oh yeah, you were homeschooled. Were your parents strict with like you being up at a certain time, like treating it like full on like school, or was it just when you get up, let's learn about? That's kind of sick.
Yeah, I was luckily independent enough to just like they just didn't have to worry about it at all. Like I didn't fail or they didn't have to do
Yeah.
any of my home. Like it was just I did it. I cheated a lot and like
How do you
know.
cheat in homeschool?
Well, you can't cheat on tests. But like just with homework and shit, I just fucking looked at the index and figured it out. I learned by like reverse engineering answers for stuff and just like figuring out, finding the answer and then I know the answer and then I can figure it out from there. It's much easier to
By
figure
like
out that way.
cheating, you were also learning it though. Like that's a weird way to
for
cheat.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that in summer school.
Yeah.
Like
With,
homeschool
with
summer
your
school.
experience of it, would you homeschool your kids if you had kids, or would you put them in an actual school?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I absolutely would. I think that on the whole, it's not a good decision for most people to homeschool their children because
Yeah.
it's like
I think
very
it's very situational.
it's extremely situational. I was in a like very difficult private homeschool. Like the curriculum was private and it was in Maryland, so the educational requirements in Maryland were higher than Virginia, and so it was kind of like moving up a little bit in terms of quality of education. And my mom has a background in teaching and like a degree and stuff in agricultural like
Oh, okay. So she
And-
knew what she was doing. She wasn't just
Yeah.
some random.
She's an
random guy who's
FFA
like,
girl.
I can do better than that dang on teacher.
yeah, no, it was really just a convenience thing for them because they both worked from like 9 to 9 every day. So it was just like they weren't around. They couldn't pick me up from school. The bus didn't come out to where we lived. It was just easier for us to be homeschooled. So
That makes sense.
Do you feel like it affected your life in any way, like being homeschooled?
immensely. I think I genuinely am delusional enough to believe that if I put my mind to anything, I absolutely can do it. Like literally, I have that
That's kinda
in my
sick.
brain.
Like,
I don't think that that's necessarily
a
a
great
bad thing,
mentality.
unless you want to jump off like a
Yeah.
building or something. Yeah.
I kinda,
That's the problem now.
I'm gonna fly
It's
today. I'm gonna
double-edged.
fly right now.
There's a level of delusion that I have to like deal with in my daily life because it just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a good entrepreneurial mindset.
Absolutely.
It definitely instilled a lot more positive qualities in me than negative stuff. Like when I was during the time, I didn't have any friends or like any, everyone was having fun and I felt like I was not. I felt like I was an adult with a job and I was just,
Yeah, that's what I was
everyone
gonna
was having
ask.
fun.
Like,
Yeah, I was
making
gonna ask
friends
how
would've been
yeah
tough,
how it
right?
affected your like social life, because I feel like
Dude.
that's that like
Non-existent.
yeah that would be like my main concern, because I wouldn't want my child to be like socially inept, not be able
Well,
to talk to anyone or anything.
Yeah, it's
Depending
weird
on
that you're
where
not,
you
like-
depending on where you do it though, there's a lot of like groups of
Exactly.
homeschoolers who will hang out all
Absolutely.
together. And it's almost like a private school in that
Right.
instance.
So you hang out with other socially inept kids.
Right, and you're all just
you guys all sit
retarded
in a room,
together.
like just by yourself, just
It's definitely
Crocheting
like
No,
a
a-
I'm
blanket.
joking, but I'm curious though.
It's like a giant balance because a lot of the homeschool kids I did hang out with were like named Caleb, John, Martin, Luther, like all the just super biblical, ultra, like the world is 6,000 years old type people. And
Yeah.
they told me that and I was like, wait, it is? That's crazy. And then I told my mom and she's like, no. And then I never went back. And, it was pretty funny. And my parents, they're not like closed-minded or whatever, but the homeschool groups that we went to were very clearly
Religious.
like they're homeschooling these people from the Bible. Like this isn't like a
Oh.
education
they don't want
thing.
their kids to be exposed
I feel,
to
dude, I feel
non-biblical
bad
stuff
for
in
those
school.
kids. They're gonna be like,
Same.
dude, those are the kids that are gonna like tremble in fear if they walk by
Yes.
somebody who's
Oh, yeah.
trans. Like they're gonna see
Yes.
this a person that they can't
Or just beat the
identify a
shit out of
gender of
them.
and just freak out. Just go to
Yeah.
it's like. Yeah, I feel like you're just not built for social situations
sheltered.
if you're grown up like that, which
Right.
kind of sucks. I feel like you miss out on a lot of
Absolutely.
a lot
And-
of good stuff in life.
And I think the most of my socialization came from going with my dad to work, and my first interactions with people were learning how to do business stuff, and like I would write his checks for him and like do his
What?
invoices and shit. So
That's kind of sick.
it was really cool. I felt like I was fitting in and doing a lot. And then but I missed out on all the parties and fun and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Eating
And-
crayons and shit.
Yeah, exactly. All
Yeah.
the dumb shit. I missed out on
Worshiping
all
God
the dumb
and eating
shit.
crayons.
making glue gloves. You guys ever do that?
I did do that.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Jerking off with the
Yeah, I
icy
did do
hot
that.
with the boys.
In the woods.
Dunking kid in the toilet in his
Yeah,
head.
dude. For sure, yeah. Did that at my school a lot. Yeah,
You dunked yourself in the toilet.
You
You had to bully yourself.
Yeah.
You little
Mom is
bitch.
your bully.
giving himself a wedgie while dunking his head in. Just,
Yeah, it was cool though. I definitely think that I could. I'd like to take a swing at it, but I think I would be like logical and objective enough to see if it's not going the way that I intend it, and then just
Yeah.
put my child, because at public schools, it's more like if you have good parents and you go to public school, it's not like you're magically going to be ruined or whatever. All the people
Right.
that I love in this world were all public schooled, so
Yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
yeah, it's always interesting. I feel like a lot of kids have very different experience with it. One of my friends was homeschooled, and he like literally to this day resents his parents for it. He's like 27, 28 now, and he just hates his
shit.
parents for doing it because he was so awkward. He could not get a job the first when you turn 16, you start to look for a job. He could not get a
Yeah.
job the first like 3 or 4 years he was looking because he just genuinely didn't know how to interact with people, which is just sad. But
Yeah, it sucks.
he said it's kind of what you said, where he said he wants to try homeschooling his kids, but he said the difference is he's gonna force them to like at least try sports and like extracurricular
Dude, I played
activities.
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
where
have
you're
to-
like
you have
interacting
to
with
do
kids your
some-
age
Literally have
anyway.
to integrate
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
If you're
for
gonna
sure.
do that, you gotta have some you gotta let them be social.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was like literally at home all day, just doing nothing. Like never left the house or anything. Didn't like his parents didn't really want to put him in any sports or anything. So he just sat at home basically from the minute he woke up to the minute he went to bed until he was old enough to afford like a car or bus ticket and like actually go out and see anything outside of his house. It's just insane. It sounds like
That
a
is
miserable
insane.
way to live.
Wild. He was like a prisoner.
Like gypsy
Yeah,
yeah,
literally.
kind of.
Yeah. I was.
That sounds awful.
I did baseball and jiu-jitsu, so I had like friends there. But other than that, I had
that's sick.
pretty much 1 or 2 friends, and then a bunch of acquaintances that were all like on PCP and shit when I was 12 years old. So.
Let's go.
Just, like, the local kids were just wild, dude.
Dude, PCP is a weird choice.
Yeah.
That's like a bizarre drug to be like, that's the one. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
PCP.
Yeah, that's
It's like
weird.
the
Can
90s, like
PCP.
fentanyl for the 90s.
Yeah, one of my friends in high school
Millennial
had
fentanyl.
one of my friends in high school had weed that was laced with it, and we were at this like this yearly festival that happens, and I met up with them after they smoked and stuff, and he was sitting there and he's like looking, he's like turning and moving his arms and shit and looking like up, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I'm in third person right now. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm like, I see myself, but I'm not like looking out of my eyeballs, you know? I'm like looking at myself. I was like, dude, you should like probably go to a hospital or something.
Pass me that
He was
shit, bro. That sounds
He was
awesome.
no, bro, he was so fucked up. They literally had to carry him to our friend's house and just made him go to bed at like 8:30 p.m. and just left the house again. He woke up the next day and just did not remember any of it.
He's
It
like
was
back to
bad.
first person. Damn it.
Yeah.
Aw.
Bro was trying to play Fallout. Third person Fallout.
Over the
that
shoulder,
was
like
weird.
Gears of War.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Except, he wasn't ripping people in half with like a chainsaw gun and
You wasn't high enough.
He didn't have
He could've,
he
though.
didn't have
If we
enough
did-
PCP.
If we didn't put him to
Very
bed, that was a
close.
possibility. It was a toss up if it went there or not. Have any of you guys ever had any like spiked alcohol or weed or anything? Like anything that was laced that you didn't know was about to happen?
No.
Yes.
I just go right for the drug that I want to do.
I just skip the entry.
Get
one
the
and just
weed
go to,
out of
like,
the way.
Oh, there's fentanyl in it. Don't buy. I'll just take the fentanyl.
Weed laced heroin.
Yeah, I have. I've talked about it before. How I did a Jello shot at a party where they were like only giving like Jello shots and liquor to the girls at the party, and there was one particular Jello shot. I didn't know anybody there because I never like really went to real college, I guess you could say, and this was like a college party that I was invited to by mutual friends, and there was like a Jello shot that someone had taken a little bite out of, and me and my friend
little
were so.
nibble.
Yeah, a little nibble that was sitting on the like fucking stereo or whatever. And me and my buddy were so desperate to just get any alcohol or anything. We were like, we're going to do that Jello shot. We'll like half it or whatever, we'll split it down the
Half
middle.
of Jello shot.
Yeah, that's how desperate we were. There was like, they weren't
so
giving any
down bad.
alcohol to
Splitting a
anybody.
Smirnoff or something.
Yeah, I don't even know if we were 21 yet, so we couldn't have gotten our own.
Yeah.
So we
Those
were
were the
just
days.
desperate for, we were desperate for anything. We split it and went back to my buddy's house. We weren't drunk, We maybe had like 1 or 2 beers. And I remember sitting out by my friend's pool, like all alone, just like, and I just started hearing weird shit, and I thought I heard like a spaceship
I'm
go
in third
by.
person.
Dude, I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember this story at all. I don't feel like you told us this.
I swear I've told you guys this. I thought I heard like a loud spaceship. I thought it was a spaceship or something, and I was kind of freaking out. And my buddy had drove home. He was leaving, and because he was like, "I'm fine to drive," barely had anything to drink. I promise I'm good.
Only had
And I
half a
remember
Jello
calling.
shot.
Yeah, I called him and I was like, dude, you need to turn around. I'm freaking the fuck out right now. I don't know what was in that Jello shot. And he was like, dude, you're tripping. He's like hung up on me. And then he called me back like a minute or two later. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, yeah, I tried to tell you. I'm out here freaking out on the back porch
Oh my god.
all by myself. I mean, I don't know what it was. I mean, it could have been anything, but
It was actually just alcohol. You just could not hold your alcohol back then.
yeah.
Half a
It's
Jello
just a
shot
little
was
bit,
hammered.
like
Drinking
one
since I
little
was
bit
like
of vodka.
15. Couldn't hold a Jello shot.
I think I've told my Jello shot story on here before, where I actually got drunk at work at like 16 years old. Ever talk about that?
Probably.
I think so.
Might
I
as
don't
well
know.
talk about
Probably,
it again. Though.
but I don't.
I don't know.
remember.
We have fucking early onset dementia on this
we
podcast,
do.
so I can't remember. But I used to work at a golf course. Talked about that, and me and my friend Nick, we were the like lead back shop managers. So we basically just cleaned up
Back
after
shop.
tournaments. Not back shot. Back shop.
Aw. No.
Could have been
Shop
cooler.
managers. Yeah, we just fucking fired
care
wads on people's
anymore.
backs.
It's
Yeah, I
like,
was a
you
golf
back
just
shots
fucking-
now.
Oh, we back shop managers. So basically, we were in charge of cleaning up the carts and stuff after a tournament, and we did all that. And it was probably like 6 p.m. So it was starting to wind down. At that point we were hungry, and we had a rule where whatever you find in the fridge, you're good to eat. Like unless somebody claims it as theirs, you're good. So we were checking the fridge, didn't really see anything. Opened the freezer, and we saw like a fuck ton of Jello shots. And we asked the cart girl that was down there if they're alcoholic, and she said, no, I think they're fine, whatever. So we had, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 each. No biggie, but like I didn't drink it all, and he didn't drink it all at that point. So we just had like 2 or 3, and we were both like taking out the garbage 15 minutes later, and he's just driving, he stops, and he's like, dude, those definitely had alcohol. It's like, all right, I'm glad you said it because I am fucking hammered right now. So we finished taking out the garbage, driving the tractor back. He was like white knuckled, making sure he didn't fucking hit a random golfer or something. We go back upstairs. We told the manager, we're like, yeah, those Jello shots in the freezer, they have alcohol, right? And he's like, yes. We're like, yeah. He's like, oh my god. So he made us sit on the couch. He put on gave us a remote in the
Turns on
shop.
Scooby-Doo for
We
you.
got to sit there. He
Sober up.
just watch something and sober up. He's like, I'm gonna have you guys both call your parents though, because I'm not sending you home smelling like fucking liquor and your parents pick you up and are like, bro, what are you doing there? So I had to call my mom. I was like, hey mom, I'm drunk at work. And she's like, okay, do you need to come home now? I was like, no, he's making me sober up. She's like, okay, and just hung up. No questions, nothing. Just that. And then yeah, his mom was kind of pissed. Talked to her manager about it and was a little upset. But yeah, that was that. I actually got drunk at work when I was 16. Good time.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Jello shots for that.
Woo!
I feel like everyone gets fucking stoned at work nowadays. I feel like that's the thing.
Dude, there is a guy like at my local Taco Bell, and he gets so stoned
I
at
feel
work.
like you don't even need to finish the story. I feel
Yeah, we know the guy you're
Everything-
talking about.
Clearly.
Everything is understood.
every single Taco Bell.
Oh, and dude, you pull up in the drive-thru and he doesn't say a fucking word, and you sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes and you go hello, and he's like, hey.
What's up, bro?
It's like, what do you want?
I'm here to order.
Like he blinks with separate eyes at a time. Like he can't do both at once.
Yeah. And you sit there and you you make your order or whatever. And usually at the end of that, they go, okay, will that be all? Blah, blah, blah. This is your total. And he just goes, okay. You just literally have to pull up and then just give him your money. He's just like, he looks like he's both stoned out of his mind and just incredibly depressed. Like he's just like, oh man, I just
it's
want to
probably
die.
it's probably a health.
It makes
I mean,
sense.
yeah,
That tracks.
He works at Taco Bell and just makes 400 fucking gordita crunches for big fat guys. So
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Literally.
yeah.
It's a dirty
God's
job.
work. The whole
Oh,
hell.
so-
Amen.
Have you guys ever
out
thought
that
about
guy.
just getting a job real quick at a place for a couple
You
weeks?
know what? I have.
No.
I've thought
I
about getting
done
like
that.
an
I'm
IT
good.
job because I went to school for IT. Thought about
What'd you do?
just like networking and like server management and then obviously just the basics, how to build a PC pretty much.
Cool. You got any certs?
I was CompTIA certified, but I did not renew it. So
When did it expire?
I don't know, like 9 years ago or something.
I think Oompa might be hiring.
No. Fuck no.
Was it an interview?
Wear your shirts,
my,
bro.
The Fed's trying to
shit.
get you to tap into some security shit, dude.
All my CompTIA stuff expired in 2015 or 2016.
That's probably what mine did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you
Because
did as well?
I was in college when YouTube happened. I was gonna get my bachelor's in just whatever, and I ended up dropping out for YouTube.
man.
So
Smart.
yeah, and then I stopped paying my CompTIA renewal because I wanted that extra $90 for booze.
Let's go.
Using weed, dude.
Attaboy.
Hell yeah.
Just don't renew my
real
certification.
man.
Get drunk a couple times.
Handle a Jack Honey or renew my college shit that I work for.
my net plus.
A year and a half working on.
Got his priorities straight, I'll tell you what.
I feel like I miss the idea of having a regular job, and then when I actually had regular jobs, I was like, this is a nightmare. I don't like
Yeah.
any of this for me. But I had some shit ass jobs. The golf course one was fun, but past that it was mostly
Clearly.
like factory work.
I feel like I would be a good like bar owner. I feel like eventually,
absolutely.
in my
problem is,
old
though,
age,
you wouldn't be profitable because you would give everybody free alcohol all the time.
Yeah, you would tell the bartenders to like over pour and shit. You just fucking losing money all the time.
I feel like in my older years that's something that I think I would be interested in is like
That'd be
owning a
sick. Just
bar,
a
a
bar
bar
with
slash like
gigs and
a
stuff.
music venue.
Yeah,
Oh my
man,
god,
yeah,
that would-
Absolutely.
you'd kill it
Yeah.
at that. That'd be
I
sick.
feel like I would be good at that, and that's also something like I really like alcohol and music. Who doesn't?
True.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Yeah, bro, those are like the two best things in the world. I don't know.
Amen,
mixing
dude.
them- Mixing them and owning them, yeah, that'd be really fun.
I feel like I would enjoy that.
Certified bang idea, Soup.
Why,
Maybe
Oompa,
one day.
Did you want to get a normal job?
Hey?
You looking at? Are you applying anywhere anytime
working
soon?
somewhere?
Federal
what?
government hiring.
I
me.
wouldn't say nowadays, but like even as late as last year, while I was waiting for stuff to happen, I do a lot of waiting for stuff to happen because I just like
Yeah,
am
me too.
insane and just fucking
Executive
I just, like,
dysfunction.
dude, I just get like, I'll get like one thing done, and then I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now what do I do? Now what do I do?
Yeah.
And a lot of that time during when I'm thinking about what I should do, I'm just like, maybe I should just go work at Taco Bell part time
Get stoned out of your mind.
or something.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's
Because the thing is, like,
fair.
you can like, if you don't like it after a few weeks, you can just
can
quit.
just
It's
quit.
not like you have to.
yeah. It's not illegal to
Well,
quit.
but
just-
you
it's
you
just- it's
strike
just
me.
weird.
You strike me as like a workaholic kind of person.
Oh, dude, I don't stop. I literally
Really?
just keep doing shit all day long. Yeah.
I
It's
love
terrible.
that though.
I will die. I will die.
It's great, but it's such a double-edged sword. It's so nice to like constantly keep yourself busy and keep your brain active and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but also like I can't even relax now to a point where if I'm sitting there
neither.
doing nothing, dude, yeah, it's just bad. Like YouTube
I'm the
is
same way, dude.
violent
Yep.
for that.
Yeah.
Like-
It's like, did I get enough shit done
you-
toay? Am I allowed to
Yeah.
relax and have fun? I don't
Yeah,
think I
YouTube
should.
is
I don't
bad
feel
for
good
that.
right now.
The
you don't have
analytics are
anybody
down
telling
today.
you.
I need to get up and
Yeah.
fucking do something.
I
Yeah.
could have
How old are you
made 2
guys?
extra videos today.
27.
26.
42.
How old are you,
30.
30? Do you guys have gray hair?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
No.
No.
No. Dude, I'm so fucked.
Is it coming in?
I have like,
He's a silver fox. Oh, there's a few
He's
up
a
there.
silverback.
dude,
There's
look at
a
all
few
of them on
up
the
there.
side.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out YouTube.
But see, you have like
Tube will
you
kill
have
a
like the
motherfucker.
just for men sexy gray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
there?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good vibe for you.
The Just for Men sexy gray.
Yeah. You ever seen where it's like the what's it called the touch of gray?
Touch of
Yeah,
gray.
Just
touch of
yeah,
gray.
touch of gray.
Yeah.
That's what.
It just makes you look,
That's what you're gonna
looks
have.
wise and sexy.
Yeah, like a sexy man on a boat.
Oh, shit, okay.
That's what.
Okay.
Did your
Yeah, when I get
did your
gray
dad
hair,
or
I'm gonna be like-
grandparents grayer?
Gandalf.
Oh yeah, my
it's not gonna
dad's
be
got
the
full
same.
gray head. He's got
a
a full gray
wizard.
head. And
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
My dad's got no hair, so I had to start taking finasteride. Otherwise, that was my future as well. I was like, dude, I was so bald, it was so bad.
You grew it back.
Oh yeah. Like, finasteride luckily helps a shit ton with that. If you don't wait too long, if you wait too long, you're just kind of fucked. You have to go to Turkey, which I'll probably do at some point in my life anyway.
What?
That's the alternative.
What? What they got in Turkey? What do you mean?
No, you
You
guys
have
don't.
to go to Turkey
If you don't
wait
take
too long.
Finester, you have to
Bro.
take a trek to
You guys aren't balding, and it
pilgrimage.
shows. You don't even know what's going on. Turkey
Oh, I
is
know about
like
Turkey.
the capital for hair transplant.
Yeah,
like,
Rogaine
it's
temple.
$3,000, you
it's-
get a fucking whole head of hair.
Yeah,
Rogaine
$3,000.
Mecca.
It's literally it's literally
worship the
hair
Rogaine cube.
Hair transplant Mecca. Just a big hairy cube.
What'd you
Yeah,
I just
call
don't
that?
care.
In LA,
Fresca?
a full
What'd you call that
Fresca?
shit you use?
finasteride.
Yeah.
It's just finessed.
My cousin does that.
It
It's-
does a ton
Dude's
of like, other
30-year-old
positive
ass
side
looking that
effects.
shit
do
up.
you use Hims?
I don't want to go to Turkey, dude. Hold on.
Do you use Hims, Blarg? The subscription thing? Hims.
No,
Sing
no,
a
I
song
just
about
have a
Generic subscription.
him. No, I not even I just my doctor prescribed, so
Oh.
that's pretty cool. From the old,
Do you use
the old
like
pharmacy.
topical? Like,
No,
That's right.
just it's just a little half. They come in like 1 milligram pills, split in half every 2 days. That's
What are
it.
the side effects? Hair on your dick?
Lowers your chance of prostate cancer. That's kind of a W. The only time it's bad, again, please talk
taking
to a
it.
doctor if there's something you're looking at. Don't just take my word for it. Be like,
Do
yeah,
not take
this is-
Goons medical
Yeah,
advice
no.
ever.
But the only thing is if you have any history of like weird hormone fluctuations, then you don't want to take it because it does technically, it's hormonal. So if you have weird things going on there, it can fuck with you. It can give you gyno, which is
Big nippies.
yeah, big nippies. And then if you have a past of weenie issues, you can't get a boner and stuff, then you can't have it because it can fuck with your boner ability. But luckily, I've had zero bad side effects.
Do you take minoxidil too, or no?
No, just literally finasteride, and that was it. I was like young enough and saw it, the writing on the walls before it got bad, so I was able to take care of it before. 20, I think 20. I was in the Goons. This is like 26. Okay. I mean, even if you go look at my old videos compared to now, my hair was like fucking. It was like back. I haven't showered in like.
Didn't you make
6
that
days.
tweet about it one time, or like a before after?
Probably.
I think you tweeted that one time.
Yeah, it's substantially different, but yeah, that was my future. I looked at my dad's hair and I was like, "You look like a fucking monk trying to trade things." I gotta fix this. I'm not going down that road, man.
That's
like where
funny.
they just got the donut strip left and that's it. There's no hair on top, and I was like,
The Dr. Phil. Oh yeah.
See, I kind of fuck with that though. Like, I think I want to keep my long hair forever, but if I start
bald
balding
on
on top, I'm just gonna go with the skullet
well,
look.
I was gonna say,
Hell
the
yeah.
skullet. The skullet on you will look pretty. It'll go pretty hard.
Yeah, like I mean, I got big ears, I got a big head. The skullet look, I would just look like a mutant, dude. I
See,
would
you're lucky though. You got a big head. I have a small ass head, so if I went bald, I'd look like somebody just lopped the top part of a hot dog off and just put it on my head. That's it. My head is so small.
I have a vision of myself in the future, and I know when I get old, I'm gonna like even give less of a fuck than I do now, and I want to have the scary image with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to be able to walk into a TJ
People
Maxx and
watch you
scare
walk
everyone.
by
And women
They're gonna
like,
think
watch their
they're
purse
gonna
and
think
their
this
pearls.
guy's gonna fucking kill everyone in here. I want to have that. I want to bring that energy everywhere I go.
I want you to have a skullet and then just like a big leather vest with no shirt on underneath and your
Exactly.
giant swollen
My
sunburnt
big
belly.
old beer gut hanging out.
hanging out in the way.
barefoot in the Crocs, flonking through there. Yep.
Just a scary fucking King K. Rool look about.
You're gonna be one handsome devil.
Look at that stomach that could parry a missile.
Yeah.
All right, it's been over an hour. Oompa's got shit.
Yeah,
to
I gotta
do.
go. I've been pressing decline on my phone. I got people calling me and shit.
He's
Damn,
got business deals.
Use code Goons 10% off. Don't forget about that.
All right, use code Goons on Gamer Subs
Follow
and
Spotify,
Gamer
download Spotify.
Soups. Look at all
Gamer
the Gamer
Soups.
Soups.
Gamer
They won't
Soups.
stop
Oh.
sending me fucking Gamer Soups.
Gamer
Use code
Soups.
Goons. Download on Spotify. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Go check out Oompaville. He makes fantastic content.
We
you
love
guys
him.
already knew that.
You love
Thank you
him.
guys for
Y'all's
hanging
clean.
out.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Peace.
See ya.